Hey, good morning class. How are you? I hope you all are fit and fine in your home and preparing yourself for the half yearly exam. So dear student, myself Anil Adhikari, PGT Math from DPS Lamachod. In today's video lecture, I am going to discuss some previous year question from the first chapter, which is relation and function. In this video lecture, I will discuss some questions which are very important and comes in our previous years in long questions like in 6 marks, in 4 marks, in 2 marks and in 1 marks. So be with me till the end of the chapter. Thank you. So dear student, let me first introduce and recapitulate about what is relation. Okay, today we are going to discuss our very first chapter first, which is relation and function. Okay, relation and function. So the first topic we have to recapitulate is what is relation. What is relation? So basically, if A and B are any two non-empty finite set, then a relation between A and B is defined as a relation R. Okay, a relation R between A and B is defined as R should be subset of Cartesian product A cross B. Okay, what is the relation? Relation R should be subset of Cartesian product A cross B. Then we said A R B, yani every element of set A is related to some or all elements of set B. Okay, and in elephant form we can say A R B means element A is related to element B. Okay, so this is the definition of relation. What is relation? Relation, if A and B are any, for relation to be defined, we have at least one set. We needed at least one set. We can define relation in one set, and we can also define it in any two set. When we have any two set, given two set which are non-empty and finite, just like A and B, then what is the relation between A and B? The relation between A and B is that it should be subset of the Cartesian product A cross B. Okay, for example, suppose DPS Lamachod is a set A. Okay, which contain many DPS Lamachod को आप ऐसे लें, it is a universal set and it contain many subsets. Okay, many subsets like students of class 12th, it is a subset, student of class 11th, students of class 10th, है ना. So we can categorize DPS Lamachod as a small subsets. So you guys are subset of DPS Lamachod. Why you are subset of DPS Lamachod? Because you are taking your study, you are taking your classes at that particular institution. You are enrolled to that particular institution. You are taking your education. You are taking your education from DPS Lamachod. That's why you are related to DPS Lamachod. And if you are related to DPS Lamachod, then you will be subset of this particular institution. Okay, so understand like that manner. Now, types of relation. Okay, now we are going to take our next types of relation, in which I have discussed you earlier. The very first relation is empty relation. Second is universal relation. The third one is what? Third one is identity relation. fourth is equivalence relation. Okay, equivalence relation. And equivalence relation contain three property. Okay, this equivalence relation contain three property. Any relation is said to be equivalence relation if number one, it is reflexive, second, it is symmetric, and third, it is transitive. Okay, if any relation contain these three relationship, these three kind of relationship any relation is containing, then it is said to be what? Equivalence relation. A 6 marks long question every year comes from this particular topic, which is equivalence relation. Okay, two sets you have been given, a set is you have been given, and a relation is given to you, and set prove that it is an equivalence relation, and also find the equivalence class of some element. Okay, so a 6 marks long question always comes from this particular chapter. So we are going to focus only on what is equivalence relation. Okay, so pause the video and take the screenshot. Now what is equivalence relation? See, what is equivalence relation? A relation R is said to be an equivalence relation if it follows following relations. Number one, reflexive. The relation should be reflexive. So what is reflexive relation? If AB any non-empty finite set, then for every A belongs to, where A is small a is element, okay, small a is indicating the elements of set A, then for every A belongs to A imply A comma A belongs to R. Okay, what is the definition? If A be any non-empty finite set, then for every, this is denoted, this is indicated for, this is read as for every, this is the notation of for every. Okay, then for every A belongs to A, where this small a is any element of this particular set A, then for every A belongs to A comma A belongs to R. Okay, let me explain you with an example. Suppose A contain 3 elements. Okay, 1 2 3, A is any set containing 3 elements. Then what is the condition for reflexivity? The relation should have, if 1 is here, so 1 comma 1 contain in R. If 2 is here, okay, 2 is set में है, so 2 comma 2 contain in R. 3 is in set, so 3 comma 3 must be in R. This is the condition for relation. Okay, and this is R1, suppose this is R2. If 1 belonging to set A, then 1 comma 1 must be here. 2 belonging to this set, so 2 comma 2 must be here. And suppose one element is 1 2. So this is not reflexive. Why this is not reflexive? Because 3 is containing in the set A, but 3 comma 3 is not containing in the relation. We can take another relation R3, suppose 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3 and 1 comma 2. Now see, 1 belongs to set A, so 1 comma 1 is here. 2 belongs to set A, so 2 comma 2 is here. 3 belongs to set A, so 3 comma 3 is here. It doesn't matter either 1 comma 2 be a part of this relation, 1 comma 2 be an element of this relation. Okay, this is doesn't matter. Reflexive relation is the property in which if any element is containing in the particular set, then its identical is also containing in the set. Okay, means while if 1 is containing in set A, then 1 and 1 का identity element क्या होगा 1. So 1 comma 1 should be in R. 2 is belonging to A, then 2 comma 2 mandatory to be in R. 3 is belonging to A, then 3 comma 3 is mandatory to belonging in R. Now if 1 is related to 2 also, then it is not a matter of concern, it can also welcome. ठीक है, 1 comma 2 भी रिलेशन में आ सकता है. So it is also a reflexive relation. Okay, so now the second is symmetric relation. Okay, what is symmetric relation? Let A and B are any two elements of a non-empty finite set A. Okay, A and B are any two elements of a non-empty finite set A. Then if A comma B is a element of a relation R, means A comma B is belonging to the relation R, then imply B comma A also belongs to relation R. Then the set is then the relation is said to be symmetric relation. Okay, if A and B we have any two elements. Okay, we have any two elements A and B of any non-empty finite set A, and it is given that A comma B is belonging to the relation R. A comma B already relation R में contain है. Then if we are going to prove it that B comma A is also in relation R, then the relation is said to be, it is what? It is symmetric relation. Let us take an example. Suppose A, B, C are any three elements of any non-empty finite set A. Then since A comma A, B comma B, A B and B A. Now check it. Okay, we are not defining here reflexive. Okay, so we are not having here C comma C, so it doesn't matter. It is not reflexive because C is in the set A, but C comma C is not in the relation R. C comma C जो है relation R में contain नहीं हो रहा है. But here we are going to define about symmetric relation, so our fully focus will be on symmetric relation. Now see, AB is belonging to this particular relation. Okay, AB relation में contain कर रहा है. Then BA is also containing in R, so it is relation. It is a symmetric relation. Why it is symmetric relation? Because AB is in set R, so BA will also in set R. So this is the condition of symmetric relation. If AB is in set R, then BA is also in set R. Let us have another example. Suppose A be any set containing 1, 2, 3 element. Okay, same, and relation containing like 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3, 1 2, 2 1, 2 3. What about this relation? See this relation and tell me, is this relation is symmetric or not? So dear student, 1 is here, 1 1 here, 2 is in set, so 2 2 is here, 3 is in the set, so 3 3 is here. It is clearly observed that this relation is reflexive. Okay, now discuss about symmetric. Since 1 2 is here, so 2 1 is here. Very good. 1 2 relation में है तो 2 1 भी है. Okay, now see another 2 3, another element 2 3. Since 2 3 is lying in this particular relation, but 3 2 is not lying there. 2 3 is an element of this particular relation. So for the symmetricity of this relation, we need 3 2 also lie in this particular relation. By the definition of relation, if AB belongs to R, then BA must be belongs to R. Okay, उनका जो sequence है, order है, वो change कर दो तो वो element भी relation में होना चाहिए. But here 2 3 is belonging, 2 3 is containing in set R. But because of 3 2, since 2 3 belongs to R, but 3 comma 2 is not belonging to R, so this relation is not symmetric. Okay, I hope you are able to understand what is symmetric relation. Now we are going to discuss about transitive relation. Okay, transitive relation. So what is transitive relation beta? Let A, B, C are any three non-empty finite set. Okay, sorry, A, B, C are element of any non-empty finite set A such that A comma B belongs to relation R, B comma C belongs to relation R, then imply A comma C also belong to R, then the relation is said to be transitive relation. Now see beta, what is the basic meaning of transitive? Transitive meaning संक्रमण. ट्रांजिटिव का मतलब क्या होता है? संक्रमण. Like COVID-19 is a transaction right days nowadays. It is a pandemic. It is increasing from one to second to third to fourth, like that, है ना? It is spreading out like a chain. So here transitive means संक्रमण. So suppose this particular element A transacted COVID to B, and this particular element B transacted COVID-19 to C. So what are the sources of COVID-19? The sources, we can all say this COVID-19 spread out to C by the first element A. Okay, so understand it like that manner. AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, then the transaction must follows from A to C. That means AC also belongs to R. And the second basic things which you have to focus here is this element B is common. Okay, this element B will be always common to the relation. Since like suppose 1, 2 belongs to R, 2, 3 belongs to R. Okay, so the element 2 is also, element 2 is also coming to the both the ordered pair. So the transaction will be follows from 1 to 3. It means that we have to show 1, 3 also belongs to R, like that. AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, B is common here, so transaction will be follows from A to C, so AC must belongs to R. In this case we can say that the transaction relation is going to happen, exist. The relation will be transitive if AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, then it imply that AC also belongs to R. Okay, so take some example for transitivity of relation to understand better. Let A be any set, another I am taking 1, 2, 3 element, and the relation R is like that 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Okay, this is first, second 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, and the third one is 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, and 1, 3. Now see all these three relations and tell me in given three relation, out of these three, which relation is transitive or which is not. So defining from the first, here in the set A containing 1, 2 and 3 element, so in the relation R1 we have 1, 1, 2, 2 and 3 element. So it is clear that this relation is reflexive, okay, and this is symmetric and this is transitive. This relation R1 contain all three property, so it is equivalence relation. Now you are going to surprise that how can sir say this relation is equivalence, because beta 1, 1 is here, 2, 2 is here, 3, 3 is here, so it is reflexive. Now coming to the next, which is symmetric. Beta for symmetric we need A comma B. For symmetric we need A comma B belongs to R, then we say that B comma A is also belongs to R. Okay, but here you can see that all the elements are identical. There is no any element of the kind A comma B. Listen carefully, there is no any element of the kind A comma B, because all the elements are identical. Say see 1 is here, so 1, 1 की identity 1, 2 की identity 2, 3 identity 3. So there is no any element of the kind A comma B. So how can we say that B comma A also belongs to R? अगर आपको A comma B ही नहीं दिया है तो B comma A की बात ही कहाँ से होगी? So that's why it is symmetric. Now coming to the transitive part. For transitive, AB must belongs to R, BC must be in R. ये दोनों एलिमेंट जब तक नहीं होंगे तब तक इसकी बात नहीं होगी. Clearly mentions. Okay. Since if AB belongs to R means the relation, BC is in the relation, then you say that AC must be in the relation. But here you can see that there is no any element like A comma B. There is no element found like B comma C. If A comma B and B comma C is not here, so how can we check about A comma C? Okay, so that's why it is a transitive relation. Now coming to relation second, 1 1 is here, 2 2 is here, 1 2 is here, 2 3 is here. So this element is neither reflexive nor symmetric, because 1 2 is here, so 2 1 is not here, 2 3 is here, not 3 2 is not here, and neither it is transitive, because 1 2 is here, 2 3 is here. So what about 1 3? That's why it is not a transitive equivalence. You can say transitive relation, okay, because we are checking here about transitive relation, we are talking about transitive relation. Now see relation number 3, R3, 1 1 2 2 1 2 2 3 1 3. Clearly see, 1 1 is here, 2 2 is here, 3 3 is not here, that's why it is not reflexive, because 3 is lying in the set. 1 2 is here, but 2 1 is not here, so it is not symmetric. Now what about transitivity? Since 1 2 is here, 2 3 is here, and 2 is common, okay, 2 is common here, so the transaction should be from 1 to 3, that is 1 3 also here. See, 1 2 is here, 2 3 is here, okay, so 1 3 need to be here, and 1 3 is also here, that's why this relation is transitive relation, okay. So this relation is transitive. Now this is all about relations, okay. Now we are taking some questions from previous years. So but I am coming to the long type questions, okay. Okay, the very first question is this is of 6 marks, and this comes CBSE 2018, CBSE 2018, ठीक है, लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन है ये of 6 marks. So what is the question? Any set A is given, x belongs to Z such that x is in between, x is greater than equal to 0 and less than equal to 12, okay. Now what is the relation defined? So that we have to show the relation R A comma B such that A comma B belongs to set A, and mod of A minus B is divisible by 4. Divisible by 4, okay. So we have to prove it an equivalence relation, okay. Find the set of all elements related to 1. So that the relation is equivalence and another, find equivalence class of 1, equivalence class of 1 and also equivalence class of 2, okay. Find equivalence class of 1 and 2, don't make it like that. Find the equivalence class of 1 and 2, or you can say find all elements related to 1 and 2, okay. Now the solution. So dear student, as earlier I have told you that for the equivalence relation, for the condition of equivalence relation, any relation must be reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So we are going to prove this particular relation defining in this set as reflexive, symmetric and transitive, okay. So the set is, write the set in roster form, okay. So the element x is belonging from 0 to 12 and also including 0 and 12, okay. So there are the elements 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 and 12. And what is the relation? The relation is the ordered pair A comma B such that AB both belongs to the set and mod of A minus B is divisible by 4. Then you can write here like 4k, where k belongs to n, okay, where k belongs to n is any natural number, because every element which comes out from this absolute value, it will always be positive, okay. So the elements like mod of A minus B will be divisible by 4. It means that the element coming from A minus B will be a multiple of 4. So that's why I have written it like 4k, where k is any natural number, okay. Now the first condition, reflexive. Particize the board like that. Reflexive. For reflexive, we knew that first write the definition, because this question is of long question. This is containing 6 marks. So you will have to elaborate all the definition of the all three properties. Okay, reflexive, symmetric, and transitive. First you have to explain the definition, then you have to prove it. Okay, for reflexive, we know that for every this is indicating this is denoted for every A belongs to, where A is any element of set A. Okay, for every A belongs to A, we have to show that A comma I belongs to R. Okay, now see, since if we are taking 0, then we have to show that 0 minus 0, that is 0, 0 belongs to R, because 0 is the multiple of each and every element. 0 तो हर किसी एलिमेंट का मल्टीपल होता है ना. 4 into 0 0, like that. 4 into 0, that is 0. Okay, similarly we can say that 1 belongs to A imply 1 comma 1 belongs to R. Why I am telling you 1 comma 1 belongs to R? Because it is following the relation given here. What is the relation? The relation is this, है ना. चेक कर लो कैसे. 1 minus 1, mod of 1 minus 1 is 0, and 0 is the multiple of each and every numbers. 0 तो हर किसी का मल्टीपल होता है, अभी मैंने बताया है ना. 0 into 4, that is 4, again वही condition. Okay, so you can check all the elements. You can take the 12. Okay, 12 belongs to A imply 12 comma 12 belongs to R. Why? Because modulus of 12 minus 12 gives us 0, and 0 is multiple of each and every natural number. ठीक है, तो इस तरीके से आप कह देंगे. सो द गिवन रिलेशन इज रिफ्लेक्सिव. कैसा हो जाएगा बेटा? रिफ्लेक्सिव हो जाएगा. ओके, नाउ सेकेंड केस, सिमेट्रिक. फॉर सिमेट्रिक, लेट A comma B be any two element of the set A such that ए बी बिलोंग्स टू आर. ठीक है, ए बी आर में है, एंड वी हैव टू शो, हमें क्या शो करना होगा? वी हैव टू शो दैट बी ए इज ऑल्सो बिलोंगिंग टू आर. ओके, नाउ लेट्स सी, सिंस ए बी इज बिलोंगिंग टू आर, सिंस ए कोमा बी बिलोंग्स टू आर, तो इसका मतलब क्या हो जाएगा? मॉडुलस ऑफ ए माइनस बी इक्वल टू मल्टीपल ऑफ 4. नाउ वी कैन चेंज इट लाइक टेकिंग नेगेटिव टर्म, टेकिंग माइनस कॉमन विद इन द मॉडुलस, वी गेट बी माइनस ए is equal to 4k. Okay, now since we know that any element, okay, any numbers from modulus, if you take it if you take out from the modulus, it always gives a positive quantity. That's why minus b minus a, when comes out from the modulus, it gives us b minus a. Okay, so b minus a is equal to 4k. Now apply modulus both side. The mod of b minus a equal to mod of 4k. Since 4k is a natural quantity, natural number, so it will always be positive, equal to 4k. So modulus of b minus a equal to 4k. What does it mean? इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? इसका मतलब ये हुआ बेटा कि b comma a is also belongs to R. That's why it is a symmetric relation. Okay, एग्जाम्पल लेना चाहें आप तो आप ले सकते हैं. सपोज 1 comma 5 belongs to R, then we have to show that 5 comma 1 belongs to R. So 1 comma 5 belonging to R, it means mod of 1 minus 5, that is minus 4, that is 4, and 4 is a multiple of 4. 4 is a multiple of 4. Yes or no? Now 5 minus a belongs to R, means mod of 5 minus 1, that is mod of 4, that is 4. It is also a multiple of 4. Okay, so you can see like that, you can write like that. Now the third condition is symmetric. For symmetric, let A, B, C be any three element of the relation R. Like AB belongs such that, okay, such that AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, then you have to show that AC also belongs to R. So dear student, if AB is belonging to R, so what is AB belongs to R? मतलब A is related to B. By this, what is the condition of relation? The condition is that mod of A minus B is 4k. So if AB is belonging to R, then mod of A minus B is equal to 4k. Okay, BC belongs to R, देन मॉड ऑफ बी माइनस सी इक्वल टू 4k. नाउ एडिंग बोथ, ठीक है. सो मॉड ऑफ a माइनस बी प्लस मॉड ऑफ b माइनस c इक्वल टू 4k प्लस 4k, दैट इज 8k. ओके, so we can take it out of the modulus, then it will give just positive value, that is a minus b, plus it will give b minus c equal to 8k. Now see, b and minus b cancel out, we get a minus c equal to 8k. Now taking modulus both sides, so mod of a minus c is equal to mod of 8k, and we again know that this quantity is natural number, so we can take it like that. So mod of a minus c equal to 4 times, we can break it like 4 into 2k. So we can see here modulus of a minus c is also a multiple of 4, means a minus c belongs to R, a comma c belonging to R. So this is a symmetric relation. Okay, now we can take some example है ना from this particular set. 1,5 belonging to R, 5,9 belonging to R, then you can clearly see 1,9 also belonging to R. See here, okay, since 1,5 belonging to relation R means modulus of 1 minus 5, modulus of 1 minus 5 minus 4, that is 4. modulus से बाहर आएगा तो पॉजिटिव वैल्यू देगा, it is a multiple of 4. Now see 5,n is belonging to R, 5,n relation में है, it means that modulus of 5 minus n, तो 5 minus n minus 4, and after coming from modulus it will be plus 4. Now see 1,9, okay, 1,9 also belonging to R because 1 minus 9, 1,9 means modulus of 1 minus 9, that is modulus of minus 8, and from out of modulus it will give just 8. 8 is a factor of 4, 8 is a multiple of 4, so this relation is also a symmetric relation. Now we have to find out the equivalence class of 1 and 2. So see here, equivalence class of 1 means the elements which are related to 1 by this relation. Okay, are you getting my point? We have to find out the equivalence class of 1 and 2. What does it mean? It means that the elements which are related to 1 by this given relation are said to be the equivalence class of 1. तो 1 से related कौन कौन से एलिमेंट होंगे जो इस रिलेशन को फॉलो करेंगे? एक तो 1 ही हो जाएगा बिकॉज 1 minus 1 is 0 and 0 is a multiple of 4. दूसरा 5 हो जाएगा बिकॉज 1 minus 5 is minus 4, है ना, 1 minus 5 is minus 4, and from out of coming the modulus it will give just plus 5 plus 4, and plus 4 is a multiple of 4, and next it will be 9 because 1 minus 9 minus 8, that is 8. 8 is a multiple of 4. ठीक है, और कोई बन सकता है? नो, 12 तक कोई भी नहीं बन सकता. So 1,5,9 will be the equivalence class related to 1. Similarly, the equivalence class related to 2 is, the first element is 2 because 2 minus 2 is 0 and 0 is a multiple of 4. Next it will be 6 because 6 minus 2 you can say, or 2 minus 6 it will give just plus 4, है ना. And next 2 10, okay, because 2 minus 10, either you can write 2 minus 10 or you can write 10 minus 2, it will give always 8, and 8 is a factor of 8 is a multiple of 4. So the equivalence class related to 1 will be 1,5,9 and the equivalence class related to 2 will be 2,6, 10. Okay, because these elements are related to 2 here and these elements are related to 1 here by the relation this. So this is the complete solution of this particular question which comes to CBSE 2018 of 6 marks. Pause the video and take the screenshot. So dear students, from today's point of view, I am finishing my video here. Now in next video lecture I will discuss some more questions, okay, in my Google Meet class. Tomorrow is scheduled, so join the Google Meet doubt class. Okay, it is mandatory to attend the class because in this particular class I will discuss some more question based on relation as well as function, okay, which are comes in a previous year. This is the previous year book, you can purchase it from any bookstore, okay, and we will practice it. Okay, thank you for watching the video.